Hello and welcome back to Graveyard Keeper, and before we start playing again, I'm going to do this one, this episode, which is number 2, and the next one I'm going to do a bit of self-promoting, as I usually do. But just super quickly, if you like this video, then consider giving it a like. If you didn't, then dislike by all means. Subscribe if you want to know when I release my next video, and do not forget to comment if you have something you want to ask or say. Now, if you want to know when I release my a whole new series, then consider checking my Twitter. Feel like supporting the channel, then head on over to my Patreon page and check it out. And both links can be found in the description down below or on the channel's about page. And a playlist link for the series can be found in the description down below as well. Now, with that nonsense out of the way, let's continue playing. Now, there is a bit of... this game might look very cute and artsy, but it's a really sad story, and if you think it's really too much where we do autopsy and a bunch of other stuff, then well, that's a part of the game. So, and I really like the game, as a whole. It's not let's see, what do we need to do? Gerry wants a beer from the tavern. I don't think we are there just yet. But Radric wants the stamp. Right, I need to go back to the tavern. And then we need to fix up the graveyard. Right. Yeah, so Yorik asked us to remove a body from the graveyard. For personal selfish reasons. It's the one down here without a gravestone or anything, so I'm going to remove that. I think it's the best one, to be honest. No, it's not, but it's not the worst one either. Bodies with red skulls should be avoided when it comes to burying them, because they're not really that good. Now this one is actually okay, but yeah, to follow the tutorial, I'm going to dig it up. And toss it in the river over here. Now, tossing them in the river is actually something you don't want to do for a long while. But it is an effective way of getting rid of a corpse or a body which you don't want to bury and don't want them to lay around. So let's toss that one in the river. And what do you think you're doing here? A ghost asked me to get rid of this body. So what? Now you're just going to do everything he asks? It's not like he can do anything to you. Haha, he's disembodied. Whereas I can bite you to death while you're sleeping. Of course, I never do anything like that because we're friends, but you get my point, right? Anyway, if you ask me, the best way to get rid of a body is to burn it. And the river, somewhere down to the town, I think. How can I burn a body? You know what? You're one of those guys who looks a lot smarter than they actually are. Thanks. That's what I'm talking about. Dot dot dot. You need fire and some wood. It's a bit tricky to make the whole thing burn to ash. Where can I burn it? You need a nice, quiet place, like the place I use for my meditation. Across the road from the mortuary entrance near the cliff. Each important character who the group meets will appear on the character screen. Yeah, and depending on the mood, the tasks you get and the interaction is different, so that's what that was talking about. Let's... Hopefully some of the noises aren't too loud. It's... I think it should be fine. But here we have the crematorium. Now we can't build anything here yet, so... But yeah, the best thing in the beginning is to actually like clean a bunch of stuff and follow whatever storyline you have. At this point, I think we have done all the like immediate tutorial things we can find without following the storyline, basically. So for now, I think we need to just see if we can like clean this area up a bit. Yeah, and cutting down trees will give you logs, and logs can be put into here. Going to drop off a bit of stuff. If I right click, I can transfer one. If I shift click, I can transfer everything. And yeah. There we go. The oven you don't need to do anything special with. You can just let it keep on going. We should actually go and do this, because you can get a lot of resources by clearing this up. Bunch of flitch and the occasional nail. I'm actually going to use one of the potions. I don't remember how random these are. I think they are quite random with if you get anything and how much. It might be scripted as well. I can't remember really exactly how they are. There we go. I'm going to put you in there. You in there, you there, you there. There we go. Preparation table. We could make some dough. We could make pastry dough. Pastry dough is not bad, but... well, whatever. We need some more wood. Right, I need technology. Let's take a look at technology. Do we have anything we can... we need this one. Unlock that one. Yeah, unlocking some stuff is going to be important. Sawhorse. There we go. And anything else? We need a furnace, so we actually need some more stone. There we go. Going to take this one as well. And boom. Right, I can't do that one. Let's remove these and boom, there we go. Put all the stuff into I can't remember, is it R to rotate? Yes, it is. Now you can't rotate them exactly however you like. They have some orientations, and some things don't have any orientation. They have one, like they don't have a multiple ways to be placed. In this case, we just wanted to put it like that. So some things can be rotated, or rather most things can be rotated, and some things cannot be. We need some stuff. Let's chop. Right. And remove you. Yeah, and here we have iron. These ones are finite, if I remember correctly. They don't respawn. So, but it's a early and easy way of getting iron ore. Now you can actually meet enemies like slimes, like we did in the first episode, and bats. Slimes aren't that bad, but bats can be really annoying. Now I do think that bats only come out at night. So, but still, if you are having trouble with fighting in this game, then avoiding battles is like out in the world is going to be a desirable thing, because yeah, bats can be really annoying, especially if there's a lot of bats around. So do be careful, especially with the bats. Now we need to do some stuff. You over there. Not enough energy. Okay. And yes, you could push them like this. Now you could make like a super long conga line of logs on the ground which you push, but it can get a bit finicky. So All I'm saying, don't expect it to work the way you want it to work, but it is possible. This is basically the only way early game to move more than one log at a time. It has a bit of annoying, like, inventory management. Rather, it doesn't have one, to be honest. Wooden anvil. For that, I actually need to smelt some iron, which I don't have enough of. Okay. Four sticks. And we do not have enough. We have enough for that one. We do want the stone cutter. And we don't have enough for anything else. Yeah, we don't have any energy at this point. So we are going to go to bed. Now, if you have put stuff into the furnace or the oven, like when it comes to fuel, it doesn't burn away. It's not like the next day you're going to be at 0 fuel. If you have put in like 10 fuel, you will have those 10 for as long as until you use, so make something good. It's much nicer without him at the graveyard. I'm still so sad though. I'm so lonely. I was bad when I was alive. I should have been a better person. What do you mean? We're dead, but we still deserve some respect. Oh fine, I'll tell you. Each corpse is a soul's vessel. It bears the mark of his life. Sins are red skull and good deeds are white skull. Even the best decorations can't make a graveyard a peaceful place when it is full of red skulls. I'm not sure that I understand what you're talking about. I'm sure you don't. Oh, you better take good care of the graveyard. I'll be watching you. I can't do anything. I'm so sad. Boo. Yeah, so the skulls on the corpse, whether they are red or white, is something you are going to have to be careful of. And as you can see down here, if there's a red skull, it's going to consume one decoration. So if you have 2 decorations and 1 red skull, it's going to give you 1 decoration. So having corpses buried in the graveyard without any red skulls is ideal, because that means you're going to get the most out of all your decorations that you put on to the graves. So all human remains have their own unique spiritual attributes. A corpse that gets its skulls, whether they are red or white, from its body parts. You can change a corpse's skull, sins and good deeds by removing organs and embalming. So you can later down the line actually wash the sins away, basically. The main way to increase your graveyard's decoration level is to decorate graves with objects that have more decoration level. Each level that has both white skull and decoration level counts as 1 decoration. Lines that have red skulls never count, but you need to fill them with decoration levels to reach white skull lines. So yeah, so we are going to do a bunch of decorating. Exactly how much is going to, exactly how much I'm not sure. We'll see. Right. I needed these ones. Shopping spot. Right. Let's make one more. And shopping spot. This is important to have if we actually want to be able to make like firewood and stuff. Firewood is way better than doing like sticks, so because 10 firewood gives us 90 fuel instead of 20 fuel from 10 sticks, so. And depending on how much depending on how much you actually want to do in the furnace or the oven, each and everything is going to like consume something. Now we have unlocked, so let's take the blood out and the fat, and this should be a decent corpse to bury. Yeah, 4. I happen to know a bunch of what to remove. If I remember correctly, the blood and the fat is 2 things which you should always remove to improve the quality of the corpse. So, and now we can just put decorations on that to actually make it better. And there we go. Removing these means we actually get a bit of better quality on the graveyard. I'm going to put these ones out. I should have moved that one, but fine, whatever. There we go. You don't need to dig them up. It is actually better to not do it. Even if you plan out and like place them down, it's better to not dig them, because if you do, they lower the quality of your graveyard by -2. So if you dig one up preemptively, just do one. That way, when you get a new corpse, you have one already done and dug up, and once you place it in, it is not going to take forever until you have filled all the open spots. So let's see. I really like the music in this game. It's really good. It's very in line with the atmosphere of the game, to be honest. So we have a burial certificate. We need to sleep again. So let's sleep. You can't really stay awake forever because of a modifier. Once you have spent enough energy, you get a malus, which means it drains to half your energy. But if you sleep for like a millisecond, it's fine. The Inquisitor, I've just seen the Inquisitor right nearby. going up the path to Witch Hill. Oh sod, he'll kill me, or even worse. Calm down, I'll go distract him. Maybe I'll find something on this hill that will help me get home. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Well, let's take a gander at this inquisitor. Here we go, cutscene. Everything is ready, monsieur. Good. Were there any problems? No, monsieur. Except there was this strange fella snooping around. Oh, there he is. Halt! Guys, calm down. I live here, at a graveyard. He calls us guys. Why? He's a cultist for certain, monsieur. I'm the graveyard keeper. I work as the keeper of the local graveyard. You can ask any of the villagers about me. Then you're definitely a new one. I feel that you're telling the truth. Would you join me at the witch burning ceremony? Agree, would be my honor. So, how did you find yourself in such an interesting position? You know, I wanted to be a graveyard keeper ever since I was a kid. I strongly suggest you avoid bothering people with such silly stories. Here I am, the great inquisitor. I protect the one true faith and humankind itself. We're having a tough time in the town. The ship of the dead is already overloaded, and there's a new one stuck in the shipyard. Your graveyard is opening again at a suspiciously auspicious time. The dark cult is rising. I can feel it. Righteous anger rises with it in my soul. We've burned thousands of witches and heretics for 30 years. And it's only the beginning. Light the fire, burn the witch. Yes, monsieur. Long live the great inquisitor. Hooray! So, you work with a lot of dead bodies, hmm? Yes, I think it's part of my job. And you live right beside this hill, near the graveyard? That right? Yes. Interesting. Interesting. You know, I need someone to be my friend here at the village. A friend of mine is a friend of the whole Inquisition. I don't trust the villagers. They don't go to church, and even refuse to lay in their graves after death. But you're new here. You might notice something unusual. I'm going to agree to be his friends because story reasons and progression reasons, to be honest. And I think if you decline, it's going to be basically you go back. There's a bit of dialogue and you go back to agreeing to be his friend. So, sure, it'll be a pleasure to be your friend. A wise choice. Friendship is based on trust and goodwill. To earn my trust and to be a friend of the Inquisition, you will first have to show your goodwill. So I have a couple of minor tasks for you. What kind of tasks? Everything in due time. Today is a day of wrath. Not a day of sweating with minor details. We can talk the next whatever day that is, or any other day. I like to come here. There is no other place where I can feel my holy wrath so deeply. Yeah, so all the days represent a deadly sin, if I remember correctly. I think this one is wrath. And there's pride, and there's gluttony, jealousy, vengeance, I believe. I can't remember all of them, but yeah. As I said, if I remember correctly, it is based on the deadly sins, and each and every character is based around one of the sins, and the story, their personal story, revolves around something happening, and then I have to say it's really well done. And we need to repair our shovel. Let's do that. If we take a look at the whetstone, current condition is 90%. It is going to be something we need, like we are going to need to get more of them. So right, I need a simple iron part, but I don't have enough iron parts because I was a dummy and made something else, which I shouldn't have done. Let's hope we can get to... Okay, the donkey is bringing a corpse. I will try to run off to the blacksmith and see if I can buy like one simple iron part, because I need just one. Let's see if we can get to him, because all of the characters actually go back home a certain time of the day. So trade, we need one. Thank you. Here we go. I need to pick up all the mushrooms I can find. Mushrooms is a very good like energy source early game, so. And then we need to go in here. It's good you know how to use a sword. Cresswell told me about you, about how you helped him. Right, we didn't turn that in. Here, have a beer. It's on the house. Okay, so we have the beer. The beer. And we are selling the burial certificate. And boom. And once I get back, I'm going to pause and start the next episode. You don't have to worry about the corpses degrading too quickly. As long as you're quick enough getting to the corpse, it won't degrade enough to like get to degrade too much, but you will have to be a bit quick to get back. We might have botched this one, we'll see. No, we're fine. I'm going to do this super quickly just so we have this like fixed, so we don't have to toss this one away. Like this one, it's a 4 quality, it's good enough. Let's bring you in. 93, I think it can't go below 90. Let's see. Yeah, we're fine. So, let's pause and say thanks for watching, goodbye, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.